remember one night, Reuben, I was parked down on the road, and there's an old guy there, that part of the company named Loyce Chambers. Loyce is about 6'4" and probably weighed about 250. And he had been in so many fights, his face was all beat up, and he just, oh, he looked like a monster. And he just, you know, you just wanted to get out of Loyce's way when you saw him coming. And we were parked down on a lonely road down there, and the windows all sort of fogged up a little bit. And I sort of just looked up, and this old, great, terrible looking face was looking right in the window, looking right in the window at us. And I thought, oh God, what in the world is that? I didn't recognize his Loyce right then, you know. So I reached over and I told Ruby, I said, sort of straighten up. And she said, I said, what is it? And I said, just straighten up. So she did. So I reached over and took the keys, and I said, please, Lord, car start one lick. So it started, and I burned up the road fast. I could come back and pass Loyce. I was so thrilled. I thought Loyce was going to kill us both out there on that dirt. There was a beer joint down there going to Riddleton, Dixon Springs, Hartsville, that road there, called the Bloody Bucket. E.T. Morris was in there, and E.T. Morris was really strong. And they were in there, and they were, you know, hand wrestling for beers. And so E.T. had been whipping everybody, and hit a stack of beer stacked up there where he'd won all beer. Old Loyce come in. They said, all right, E.T., let's see hand wrestle with Loyce. And Loyce said, oh, I don't want to fight nobody. And said, no, Loyce, just don't fight anybody. Sit down, we'll show you how. And said, you just take your hand and you bend his hand over like that, you know, and every which one bends the hand over, you know, you win a beer. And said, we'll go for a quart beer. Quarter beer, that's what Loyce liked to drink, was quart beer. Said, all right, so they sat down there and they got in. And old Loyce says, you mean if I take your hand and go thump, 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 like to twisted E.T.'s arm off, I win the game? E.T. said, hell yes, you win the game. You've almost broke my arm. So old Loyce, he got in a fight with a fella down at Hartsville one time, and the other fella had a knife, and he was cutting Loyce in the stomach, and Loyce had a rock, and he beat this guy's baseball helmet into his skull. So they was just there cutting and beating, just like that. So that's the kind of guy he was. Oh God, he was crazy. Old Bully Gibbons. Bully always had something funny to say about everybody. Bully was talking about James Willie Bush one time, and he said, Tommy, did you hear about James Willie getting hit by that pickup over on the Canyon Fork River Bridge last night? I said, no. I said, Bully, I said, did it hurt him? He said, no, but it knocked the fender off the pickup. And so that's Bully's answer. So I said, somebody said something about Dr. Donelson one time and said, Bully, what do you think about Dr. Donelson, the veterinarian? Bully says, I tell you what, said he knows more ways to kill a cow than any fella I ever seen. There were brothers in Carthage named Fred and Martin Myers, and they both had the lip. People called hair lip back then. I used to ask Martin, would you like a Coca-Cola? And he'd say, no, but I think a nickel. Everybody would go around Carthage and then they'd ask him, Martin, you on a Coke? He'd say, no, but I think a nickel. And so Fred got married. And so when Fred and his wife on their honeymoon, and she said, you know, Fred, I can't believe that we're married. And he says, you just wait, I'll get this other sock off and you will. So, hate to make fun of them, but that's where the story always went.